Opening match, Sunderland, England versus the USA. Stadium light. Now, just for context, Eden Park, Rugby World Cup final, you guys had 42,579 people in the stadium. Stadium of Light can take 48,707, so 6,000 people more. It's not sold out yet, but it could very well be. Ilona or no Ilona, there will be plenty of eyeballs on you guys, and you were there when they played in that final in New Zealand. How does that make you feel when I talk about it?
To be honest, I'm completely buzzing about it. Like, we've had some big fan bases. We've been to games with big, but that will be massive. I mean, even I was coaching recently, and one of the other coaches was like, "Oh, you're Kate. I've bought tickets. I'm coming to that game." And what's cool though is like meeting a few people who are like, "I've already bought tickets." And I just think it's exciting though. At the end of the day, like, I'm happy to be a part of it. I think USA Rugby needs the coverage. We are a good team. We need the, we're a team who's still even working on contracts and some of our own stuff. So for us to get that kind of viewership, I think will be massive. It only helps promote like us as a team, but also the players. Like, we've had some really good players who I think have just inadvertently been overlooked just because we haven't played some big games recently. Like your Rachel Johnson, I think people here know who she is. She's going around the country, but even your Talia Brody, she's at Leicester Tigers, very physical 8. Not many people know her yet. So by that point, though, people are going to know a lot of USA players, which I'm excited about.
And it's the opening game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, no matter, how big, whatever the tournament is, there's only ever one opening game. And I think that's like super exciting. Obviously playing the host nation, if you take my personal feelings out of it.
Can you do that?
Yeah, not sure. But I'm super excited. That's going to be massive. And also I think, like you say, because of the fact that so many Americans play in the PWR around so many different clubs, like English people will be coming to that game because they are a supporter of Rachel Johnson or Talia Brody at Leicester or whatever. So yeah, I think let's hope we get near that number.
Yeah.
How big does that feature in your? I mean, are you constantly going? That tentpole moment is right there on the horizon every day. Everything I do now, every training session I have now, every step of this PWR season, everything we do between now and that day is preparation, right?
Yes and no. I mean, I'm a big believer. We use this statement in our house a lot, like the closest crocodile to the boat. So right now it's just about like perfecting my craft here in the PWR. So it's
Say that again. She said it too fast. I heard a crocodile in a boat.
The closest crocodile to the boat, or alligator, your choice of creature. Maybe, other dangerous water moccasin, snake, I don't know. But whichever one's closest to the boat, you got to worry about that one. The first threat,
Yeah, got it.
The closest lion to the vehicle, okay?
Now we're talking your terms, aren't we?
Put a safari spin on it.
Yeah, so you think about that. It's always like in the far off future, isn't it? And not so far off anymore, right? We're less than a year from there. But you just have to focus on right now. Like, I still have plenty I want to be doing. I'm playing 8 now. For US, I'm playing 6. Like, what aspects of my game do I need to be working on? What, as a player, do I need to bring to life as a back row in preparation? Sure, for that game. But even the games on the weekends here, like, I want Trailfinders to be successful. We're currently sitting, like, just below middle of the table. I want us to have a good second season as well. Like, that motivates me. That doing the work now for this will ultimately help that game. So it's a little bit of, like, there is that. I want to be in that jersey, but I also just want to be really successful right now and who I am as a player and the team I'm on.
Closest crocodile to the boat.
I
was trying to think of a farm analogy, but I couldn't quite think of one fast enough. I'll have to get back to yours.
Closest fox.
I was thinking of like closest sheep to the sheepdog, but it doesn't really work. It's like the opposite. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Closest combine to the corn.
The whale territory right now. We've completely disintegrated already.
The corn is shaking in its stalk.
Closest pigeon to the barrel. Gun barrel. Is that a bit much?
Okay. Wow.
Oh no, good one.
That's
I
good.
couldn't tell if that was a good gasp or a Yeah, okay, cool, perfect. Back to you. Was that one of the
Okay, let's see your segue. Go.
Back to you now.
No, I don't have a segue. Was that one of your big motivations for coming to Trailfinders? Obviously, you went to Exeter when it was that new club, part of the build, part of the like setting it up. Was that anything to do with coming here, or was it just a change of scenery?
It was the wife, number one.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you know. No, I enjoyed my first 3 years at Exeter. Obviously, coming over in 2020, there was no rugby at the time, so that was a big motivating factor to even come over to England. As that built across the next year, 2 years, it was every weekend getting to compete against some of the best players. I mean, you guys are world top 3 for a reason, top 2, top 1, depending on time of the year. But you know, we only get better by competing against the best. So that was a motivating factor to stay. And then, yeah, just to move across, like, had great conversations with Susie, great conversations with Giselle, and ultimately it just worked out better from a personal perspective. Like, my wife lives in London. We were actually able to bring my personal life and professional life together, which, as most people know in the women's game, it's tough. It doesn't always happen. And so when you get that opportunity, it was tough to leave. I really enjoyed my time at Exeter, the fans, my teammates, the city. I love small town living. So coming to the big smoke was a bit scary, but Ealing's at least, you know, it's like a half hour outside of London.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the big reason. And the rugby's been great. Like, Giselle recruited well. With the team we have now this season, we've got girls in and out of England camp for 7s, for 15s, Welsh camp, Scottish camp. We've got Italians. We've got the Spanish. Like, you name it, we've got it. And it's nice to, like, play with a couple different flares.